हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, कोनार्क क्लासेस का यूट्यूब चैनल पे आपका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू द यूट्यूब चैनल ऑफ कोनार्क क्लासेस। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू solve these three questions as you see in the board based on our understanding on permutations and combinations. Okay, so let's go to the one by one problem and let's try to address these questions. Okay. The first question what we see is that how many words with or without meaning, each of three vowels and two consonants can be formed from the letters of the word involute. So what is the word here? Involute. I-N-V-O-L-U-T-E. Now as the question is based on that vowels and consonants, so let us find how many vowels are there. Okay, so vowels, as we see dear students, the vowels here are I, okay, O and U and E. So there are four vowels, okay, I, O, U and E. And there are how many consonants? Rest are consonants. So rest four are consonants, okay, and these are N, V, L and T. Though it is not very important to write down what are the consonant and vowels, but I just wrote it down. So it is a there are 8 letters in the word involute. Now the question is that how many words with or without meaning, each of three vowels and two consonants. That means there are the words, it will contain that 5 letters. Out of that 3 will be vowels and 2 will be consonants. Now dear students, so it is a 5 letter words, okay, 5 letters words, okay. But what is the constraint? In this constraint, that condition is that in these 5 letters there should be 3 vowels, okay, and that should be, and the 2 should be consonants. Now dear students, there are how many total vowels? 4 vowels. Now from 4 vowels, in how many ways we can select 3 vowels? 4C3. So the required number is 4C3 to selecting 3 vowels from a set of 4 vowels. Okay, that means from 4 distinct objects we are going to select 3 distinct objects, 4C3. Okay, now for each of these choice of these vowels, we can make a selection of 2 consonant from the 4 consonant in how many ways? 4C2. So there should be a principle of multiplication, 4C2, correct? I repeat once more dear students, that 3 vowels can be selected from the 4 distinct vowels in 4C3 ways. For each of the selections of these 3 vowels, the 2 consonants can be selected from the 4 distinct consonants in 4C2 ways. So what is the total number of selection is 4C3 into 4C2 by leveraging the principle of multiplication. Now what is this value? This value becomes 4C3 is factorial 4 divided by factorial 3 into factorial 4 minus 3, that is factorial 1, into 4C2, that is factorial 4 divided by factorial 2 into factorial 2. So by the way, 4C3 is equal to 4. So then what we are going to get it here dear students? So we get 4 into 3 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial divided by 1 2 factorial, and 2 factorial is nothing but 2. So these 2 got cancelled, this 3 factorial got cancelled, and these 2 and 4 it becomes 2. So what we are going to get dear students, we get 4 into 6, that is equal to 24. Now 24 is the number of ways of selecting 3 vowels and 2 consonants. Now once that 3 vowels and 2 consonants are selected, now we can arrange themselves to form different words with or without meaning, and each of these selection is having how many letters? 5 letters. Out of those 5 letters, 3 are vowels, 2 are consonants. So in how many ways we can make an arrangement from these 5 distinct objects? 5 factorial. So the total number of, the answer to this question, that how many ways we can form the words, should be 24 into 5 factorial. Okay, so this value I am not computing, I am just taking it from my note. Okay, and it should be 2880. Okay, 2880. So that is the answer to the first question. Now dear students, let's proceed to the second question. The second question says that a group consists of 4 girls and 7 boys. Okay, so there are let me write it here. Okay, so a group consists of 4 girls and 7 boys. So there are girls are 4, okay, and boys, there are 7 boys. I'm just writing it here. In how many ways can a team of 5 members be selected if the team has the first one, no girl? So what is our task? From this set of 4 girls and 7 boys, we need to form a team of 5 members, but no girls should be there according to the first one. So what it will be? No girls means what? Only I have left with selecting 5 team member from the 7 boys, means all the team members will be boys. How many ways we can do this thing? That is 7C5. That is equal to factorial 7 divided by factorial 5 into factorial 2. That becomes 7 into 6 into 5 factorial divided by 5 factorial into 2. So 5 factorial, 2 factorial means 2. So 5 factorial got cancelled, and these 6 and 2 get cancelled. Here it is 3. So we get 21. So answer to the first part of the question is that is a 21. Now let's concentrate on the second part. At least 1 boy and 1 girl. Okay, so it is a 5 team member, but at least 1 boy and 1 girl. So how we can choose this thing? Let's see. Okay. So if we need to select at least 1 boy and 1 girl, so that means there are many ways we can select. Suppose here I write boy and here I write girl. Okay, so 5 team member, at least 1 boy and 1 girl. So that means I can take 1 boy and 4 girls. I can take 2 boys and 3 girls. I can take 3 boys and 2 girls, and I can take 4 boys and 1 girl. These are the possible, selection criteria to form a member of a team consisting 5 members. Now let's concentrate in this particular case, that 1 boy and 4 girls. In how many ways we can select 1 boy from the set of 7 boys? That is 7C1. And for each of the selection of this 1 boy from the set of 7 boys, okay, how many ways we can select 4 girls from the 4 girls? That is 4C4. That is 4C4. I hope you understood the principle of multiplication. After selecting 1 boy from the 7 boys, for each of this selection we can select the 4 girls from 4 girls in 4C4 ways. 4C4 is just 1. Okay, this is one thing. In the similar manner, if we concentrate on the second criteria, that is 2 boys and 3 girls. In how many ways we can select 2 boys from the set of 7 boys? It is 7C2. 7C2, and for each of the selection of the 2 boys from 7 boys, we can select the 3 girls from the 4 girls in 4C3 ways. Correct, dear students? In the similar manner, if we concentrate on the third criteria, that we can select that 3 boys from the set of 7 boys, it is 7C3, and for each of such selection, we can select the 2 girls from the 4 girls in the 4C2 ways. And finally, let's come to the final one, that is 4 boys and 1 girl. 4 boys can be selected in 7C4 ways, and for each of this selection, we can select 1 girl from the set of 4 girls in 4C1 ways. Now, for each of these, what we did a principle of multiplication, because based on the one criteria of selection of boys, we can select the girls in that many ways. So that is why multiplication. Now, to answer this question, so each of these criteria are independent, right? So we should add them. Independent ones, so we should add them by leveraging the principle of addition. So what is the required number then? So required number is coming 7C1 into 4C4 plus 7C2 into 4C3 plus 7C3 into 4C2 plus 7C4 into 4C1. Now you can compute that value and you will get the result as, so 7C1 and 4C4, that will give you the value is 7 plus 7C2 and 4C3, that gives you the value 84 plus 7C3 into 4C2, that value will give you 210, and finally 7C4 and 4C1, that value will give you 140. Now if you add all these things, we get the value 441. So that is the answer to the second part of the question. Okay, so what we get is that at least 1 boy and 1 girl, so that value is actually 441. Now let's concentrate the third part of the question. Okay, so second part we are done with. So what is the third part of the question, dear students, is that I can read it here. At least 3 girls. Okay, so at least 3 girls means what? Okay, let's concentrate here. So let me write it here. Okay, at least 3 girls. So let me change here from girl and boy. Okay, so here I write girl and here I write boys. So now, as the question is that at least 3 girls, so that means I have choice of 3 girls and 2 boys, or 4 girls and 1 boy. Correct? Now, if we look into this particular one, in how many ways we can select 3 girls from 4 girls? That should be 4C3 ways, and for each of this selection we can select 2 boys from the set of 7 boys in 7C2 ways. Correct? Now let's concentrate on the second criteria, that there are 4 girls and 1 boy. In how many ways we can select 4 girls from a set of 4 girls? That should be 4C4, 4C4, and for each of this selection we can select 1 boy from the set of 7 boys in 7C1 ways. Now notice, dear students, so these selections, that first criteria, second criteria, these selections are independent to each other. Independent means what? Principle of addition. That means what? These 2 values we should add, okay, to get the required number. So we should add. So what is this value of 4C3? 4C3 is 4. Okay, 4 into 7C2. factorial 7 divided by factorial 2 into factorial 5. Okay, this value plus what is the value we are getting? 4c4. 4c4 is 1 into 7c1, that is also 1. Okay, factorial 7c1, so 7c1 will be 7. Okay, that factorial 7 by factorial 1 into factorial 6. So what is the value we are going to get here? So the value, let's compute. 4 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial is 2 and 5 factorial plus it is 7. 5 factorial got cancelled, 2 and 4 get cancelled is 2. So what we are going to get is that 2 into 7 into 6, okay, plus 7, and I am just writing the value here, dear students. So value what we are going to get here is that is equal to 91. Okay, so this is the answer to the third question, that at least 3 girls, that answer is 91. So with this we are done with the second question. Now one thing I would like to tell you here, dear students, if you look into the first question, it was forming words. When it is forming words, you can make that arrangement also. You need not, you can, you should arrangements. After selecting that, the different way of selecting the 3 vowels and 2 consonants, for each of these selection we can arrange among these different letters consisting vowels and consonant. But when it is forming a team, then once the selection is done, no arrangement is required, because we are forming a team. Okay, that is the fundamental difference between a permutation and combination, right? That is arrangement and selection. I hope you understood. Okay, now let's concentrate on the third question. What is the third question? Find the number of words with or without meaning which can be made using all the letters of the word again. Okay, so let's concentrate. So what is here, dear students, is that find the number of words with or without meaning, okay, which can be made using all the letters of the word again. So if we just concentrate on the first part of the question, if we just notice that word again, okay, here how many objects are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n equal to 5 objects, but not all distinct, because here A appeared how many times? 2 times, but rest are unique. That is G1, I also appeared 1, and N also appeared 1. Correct? So what is that? To answer the first part of the question, find the number of words with or without meaning which can be made using all the letters of the word again, should be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Okay, because there are 2 objects of one kind, that is A, rest all are distinct based on the formula selection of not selection, sorry, the arrangements among that n objects when the objects are not all distinct is that factorial n by factorial p1 into p2, factorial p2 into factorial p3. Remember that formula? Similarly here, in that case what it was, p1 objects are of one kind, p2 objects are of another kind, in that way pk objects of another kind. So keeping this in mind, so it is factorial 5 by factorial 2. So how we can compute this value? Factorial 5 by factorial 2, that means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial. So 2 factorial, 2 factorial got cancelled. So what we get it here is that 5 into 4 into 3, so that means 20 into 3, that is equal to 60. That means 60 different words with or without meaning can be formed from the different letters of the word again. That is answer to the first question. Okay. Now concentrate on this second question. If these words are written in a dictionary, okay, that means all these 60 words, whatever we got, okay, with or without meaning, if we write one by one in the dictionary, okay, what will be the 50th word? Now here comes that how the words are written in the dictionary. That is in a proper alphabetical order. There is a name also that is called lexicographically order. What is meant by that? Let me give you a little idea about this thing. After that we will proceed for answering this question. What is lexicographical order? Okay, so if you notice this, okay, is that all these letters, if we arrange from starting from A as the first one, B as the second one, C as the third one, up to Z, that is the 26th one, how we will get? First it comes A. After that what it comes? Okay, it is coming G. After that it is coming I, and after that it is coming N, isn't it? Means if you arrange all these, different 60 words as we get earlier, so first A, it will start with A. What will be the first word? By the way, it will be A appear twice, na? So it should be A, then G, I, N. That will be the first word. And then there will be the I will come and G will go. In this way it will go. So in that way we can list down all the 60 words, and from those 60 words the question is that which one is the 50th word? Okay, how to proceed? Very interesting. Concentrate and you will get it very well. So first word, it will start with A, na? Correct or not? The first word, it will start with A. The moment we fix that first letter as A, so then what are the remaining letters are here? So there are total 5. So here there are 4 different letters, including 1A, G, I, N, right? So here there are 4 different. Okay, here it can come A, here it can come G, here it can come I, here it come N, and you can make a arrangement among all these 4. So how many ways we can do? That is factorial 4 ways. Factorial 4, dear students, we know 4 into 3 into 2, that is equal to 24. So there are 24 words starting with A, starting with the letter A. After A what comes? After A it comes the G. Now if we look at G here, dear students, that if we fix that first letter of the word is G, that means the word starting with the letter G, then what we are going to get it here? Here we get 4 placeholders. Okay, in this placeholder what we are going to get is that one should be G, one should be I, another is N, then there are A and there are A, because there are 2 A's. So if you see that there are 4 objects, not all distinct, because A appeared twice. So in how many ways you can make that arrangement? 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, correct? So required number should be 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, that is equal to 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 2. Now these 2 got cancelled, and what we are going to get is that 12, correct? So how many words we have listed so far? 24 plus 12, that is equal to 36, but we need to go till 50th. Now once all the words starting with the letter A are done, followed by all the words starting with the letter G are done, then what comes next is the I, correct? A is done, G is done, then I. Now if you concentrate, dear students, that if we start that the word start, if we list down the word starts with the letter I, then what are the remaining letters it can come here? It is actually there are 4 letters can come here, and how many ways it can come? Here it can come G, then N, then A, then A. Here also all these 4 objects not all distinct, and we want to make an arrangements among them. how many ways we can do? It is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, the similar way of starting with g. So it is 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial. What is the value, dear students? 4 factorial by 2 factorial, you already found it out in the previous step, it is 12. So now, for how many words we have so far listed? It is 24 plus 12 plus 12, that is 48. That means in the lexicographically order, the way the orders in the letters actually being listed down in the dictionary. So it will be 48. Okay, done. Then the 49th word will be what? 49th word will start with what? It will, so A is done, G is done, I is done. Then it will start with N. Okay, it will start with N, and then what will be the remaining 4 letters here? Okay, the remaining, it will be, first it will be A, then it will be A, then it will be G, and then followed by I. That is the 49th word. What will be the 50th word? You just need to make I here and G there. So then that is the lexicographical order, dear students. So 50th word will be N as it is, then it will come, you know, A, I and G. So the answer to the question that what will be the 50th word? The 50th word will be, you know, N-A-A-I-G, N-A-A-I-G. So dear students, I hope you get a very clear idea about, you know, how to solve, you know, some fundamental question based on the using, you know, the fundamental rules of permutations and combinations, principle of multiplication, principle of addition, and so forth. So in the next session, I am going to discuss 2 more questions, and do let me know how you are finding it, provide comments, and then we will discuss in the next class. Thank you very much.